After 6 long months, the time is finally upon us for another Smash Summit, the 13th iteration of the Invitational. Smash Summit 13 is sure to knock the socks off of all spectators at home and in attendance because the competition hasn't ever been this fierce or close to call in Melee's lifetime. Throughout 2022, we've seen upset after upset, from Mango's 13th place finish at Pound, to iBDW's devastating loss to Jmook at Genesis, and an ability to place in the top 8 at Pound and the Function 2. Given the last few months of this year, this season's summit is sure to hold a number of upsets as well. Will Jmook win the entire bracket? Could Salt make a dream run reminiscent of Zayn's 3rd place finish at Smash Summit 6? The only way to find out is to tune into Smash Summit 13. So sit back as we take you through everything you need to know heading into this weekend's action. On the road to Summit 13, this past weekend saw the Function 2. New York's premier regional featured an absolutely bonkers bracket, with monumental upsets abound and plenty of notable wins and losses across the board. Most notably for the upcoming Summit action, the Function featured iBDW losing to Crudo in a shocking upset, as well as to Moki in loser's bracket to finish the tournament in 9th place. North America's premier Fox player will be looking to rebound at Summit and blaze through the bracket, as he is currently the reigning champion. Additionally, Pipsqueak had one hell of a run at Function, finishing the tournament in 4th after losing to Crudo in winners and Moki in losers. However, the Swedish Fox player will unfortunately be unable to attend Summit after a positive COVID test stopped him for the 2nd time in 2 Summit appearances. Now, let's jump in and check out the Summit competition. First up, we have our invited players. The shortlist includes Mango, Zayn, iBDW, Plup, and Leffen. They will be joined by players who qualified to make it into the bracket by placing highly at specific events, such as the online European SAME circuit and Genesis 8. The qualified players list is comprised of Hungrybox, Laud, Nun, and Jmook, who had a shocking Cinderella story of a run at Genesis 8, finishing in 2nd place over the likes of every invited player in attendance but Zayn. Lastly, were he able to attend, Pipsqueak would have rounded out this list. As with every Summit season, players campaigning for their coveted spot in the bracket have come to an intense and sweat-inducing conclusion. Although nothing has quite competed with the campaign run by Nick Yingling, many formidable players came and went this voting season, and only those with solid community support were able to make it in. Among the players to be voted in are Kadoran, Blue, Sora, Dark Gen X, Frenzy, and Salt. Unfortunately, fan favorite Mech was barely cut from competing during the vote-in segment. However, after Pipsqueak's unfortunate drop from the event, Summit has given his spot to the Chicagoland Falcon. Dark Gen X's campaign is the most notable of this Summit's vote-ins, as the TO and editor released banger video after banger video during his campaign. Now that we have the players in attendance squared away, let's take a look at how the competition will be stacking up for the event. Who is favored and what upsets could possibly occur given how the transition from offline to online tournaments has gone so far in the past few months of 2022. Of course, right off the bat, we need to address the elephant in the room, Zayn. Zayn won back-to-back majors in April and is the solid choice for top contender at Summit 13. The Blood Red Marth is looking at this Summit bracket with yearning eyes to solidify his spot as the best player in the world, and it'd be hard to argue against his case. Be on the lookout for Zayn to leave a trail of disappointed opponents in his wake. Of course, it's difficult to discuss Zayn without also bringing up Mango. The SoCal Falco and certified Melee GOAT has had a few rough performances recently, finishing both Pound and Genesis 8 last month outside of top 8. However, Mango has stated that all he needs to get back to the highest level is some mentality checks and to feel the fire ignite inside him once more. One thing is for sure, even if Mango needs to go on a short hiatus to be back to his former glory, his Summit run will be one to keep your eyes on. iBDW is another top contender, and as the reigning Summit champion, it will be difficult to count him out, despite the recent slew of upsets he has taken at Genesis, Pound, and the Function. The New York Fox player has made it known that he's out for blood at this event, and even with a stiff competition and other players, one would be foolish to count iBDW out of the running for 1st place at the event. It should be stated, however, that Jmook's attendance may shake things up, as the two are flying in from the same region, even the same flight. And with Jmook's monumental upset on iBDW at Genesis, many spectators will be looking for the same outcome should they meet in bracket. With so many upsets shaking up Melee's competitive scene in 2022 so far, there is sure to be more waiting to be unearthed in Summit's bracket. Be sure to look out for players such as Frenzy to go on a run against those not acclimated to his style or specific ledge pressure, or for Laud to dismantle the status quo by taking out Mango early in bracket, as the two faced off during Pound, with Laud ending Mango's run at 13th place after a decisive 3-1 victory. Blue or Salt could shock audiences around the world with their explosive playstyles and make a run like we haven't seen from a Voden player since Zayn at Smash Summit 6. And of course, there's always J-Mook. The New York Sheik main made a name for himself during his awe-inspiring run at Genesis, and has rightfully earned himself a spot among the coveted crowd favorites of Melee. Given his high level of performance in April, all eyes are on J-Mook to disrupt the bracket and traverse through the gauntlet of players in attendance. Namely, we're looking to see a J-Mook vs Plup rematch, as the former upset the latter during Genesis to set fire and momentum to his run that didn't stop until he hit Grand Finals. And on the subject of Plup, let's take a look at the fastest Sheik in the West. Formerly a resident of Florida, the Oregon Sheik and Fox player will be looking to take his first Summit victory this weekend. Spectators will be anxious to watch all of Plup's sets, especially if he has one against Mango. The two have played at every Summit but two, and fans will be looking for history to repeat itself once again. Although he hasn't attended many offline events this season, Plup is another in a long list of top-level players to be upset after losing to J-Mook and Ginger at Genesis. However, don't let the recent upsets deter your judgment. Plup is still one of the fastest and most technical players on the planet, and he's one of the top contenders to take first place at this summit. While mentioning upsets, it'd be impossible to discuss them without bringing up the clutch god himself, Hungrybox. HBox is no stranger to upsets, having faced a number of them during Melee's online era. One thing sets HBox apart from this though: he excels during offline play. The man was built for playing the game in person, sitting next to his opponent and applying mental damage with his body language. Pop-offs, rapping, and sunglasses all made appearances during Genesis and Pound, and the man known as HGod will be looking to claim his former title of best player in the world as one of the highest level of competitors Summit 13 has to offer. Speaking of HBox, his new rivalry with MDVA Peachmane and recently graduated Dr. Laud is sure to get spectators in a frenzy when watching the event. Although many viewers may be hoping they stay on opposite sides of the bracket, as their long endurance testing sets have become a somewhat regular occurrence as of late, their strenuous Peach vs Puff games are a testament to each player's willpower to succeed. Fans of drama should be looking forward to the two facing off this weekend should it happen, as they are tied 2-2 in sets this year, with Hungrybox winning the last offline showdown. Although he isn't a frontrunner to take the event, Laud is definitely a dark horse to watch this coming weekend. None is another dark horse contender for the throne this weekend, having defeated HBox in a close 3-2 set at Genesis with a resounding stomp ending. The Nicaraguan Canadian Falcon is one of the absolute fan favorites in Melee right now, and will surely have a slew of spectators and attendees clamoring for more during every set he plays. So let the man have some more skits. This summit will also feature Leffen, who has just been able to start competing again after dealing with an entire minefield of issues over the last few years. Leffen's cunning fox play and newly adopted Sheik combined to make him a frontrunner for the whole event. Although Zayn took him out during their last head-to-head, Leffen did triumph over him in the first of 5 they played prior. Given his strict regimen of practice and lab time, Leffen is definitely a top contender to take the entire tournament. Frenzy becomes the United Kingdom's first Smash Summit representation, after getting voted in after an arduous campaign. Generally considered the best Falco in Europe, the current number 2 player in England behind Professor Pro is looking to hit the big stage and make new fans, cause some upsets, and showcase his high-octane punish game and signature wacky ledge play. Pipsqueak will unfortunately be unable to attend the event as we noted earlier. However, speculation on how he would have fared during the tournament will be up in the air until the next summit, which Pip will likely be invited to attend given his absence at this upcoming one. Given his high performance and stellar placings during his trip to the US, winning LTC and coming in 4th at the Function 2, it's safe to assume that he would have had quite the run at Summit, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we will never know for sure. We've already touched on Frenzy, so let's take a look at our other voted players. Although he narrowly missed being voted into Summit, Mech found a second life after he was invited to compete in Pipsqueak's stead. The stylish Illinois Falcon will be looking to make waves in the bracket after an impressive second place finish at Low Tide City 2 weekends ago, ironically losing to Pipsqueak in Grand Finals. Houston Falcon player Salt managed to make the event after narrowly beating Mech in their campaign, and will be looking to shock and awe the crowd with their explosive read-based play, despite underperforming at LTC and the Function 2. Kadoran, the best Marth not named Zane, is out for the title of best player in the world with his character, and will surely be looking to stop Zane and anyone else in his path to victory. Of all the vote-ins, results show that Kadoran is the one who should make it the furthest in the bracket. Blue, the Indiana Fox main, had a rally behind his name to make it into Summit, and will be looking to eke out the competition and set himself apart from the other Fox mains out there. Meanwhile, Dark Gen X will be looking to make waves with his intense Fox and Ice Climbers. The meme god will be looking to prove he's more than just a content creator, he's a menace on the sticks as well. Sora, Australian's best player and another Fox main, is set on taking more opponents down this summit than he did at the last one after finishing in 13th. This is the second summit in a row to be voted in. With so many players and matchups possible to happen this weekend, Smash Summit 13 is sure to deliver. Along with the main bracket, spectators will have a blast watching Skits, Mafia, and the newly unveiled Smash Council. Be sure to check out Smash Summit 13 this coming weekend and subscribe to PGstats to keep up with all our recap content from the event.